Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we'll be speaking about the Premier League Game Week 37 games. So let's get straight into it. The first game we had was Tottenham versus Brentford. Now, it started with a touch by Kulusevski, who passes it to Kane, who then puts it into the top right corner for a 1-0 lead for Tottenham. And then Son is on the breakaway. He's basically one-on-one with a defender behind him, but it is very, very well saved. And then Son crosses it to Emerson, who then heads the ball off the line, cleared off the line, incredible. And then Son to Danjuma, who tries a header, but he heads it wide. And then Mbeumo cuts inside and he places it bottom left, which makes it 1-1. And then Mbeumo tries a volley, but it is straight into the keeper's hands. And then Hickey plays it to Mbeumo, who then puts it bottom left once again, and he makes it 2-1 for Brentford. And then Mbeumo cuts it back to Wissa, who scores and makes it a 3-1 lead for Brentford. Incredible. I just had a feeling Brentford were gonna win, but yeah. And then Son crosses it to Richarlison, who then heads the ball, and it's very well saved by the keeper. And this game ended 3-1 to Brentford. Now Fulham versus Crystal Palace. Now Eze plays it to Edward with a through ball, and then Edward scores in near post with a very, very good shot. So that makes it 1-0 for Crystal Palace. And then a pen is awarded for Fulham. And then Mitrovic, he's gonna fires it top left with a lot of power, and he makes it 1-1. And then Reed plays it to Mitrovic, who then misses right in front of the net. That's very rare for a player like him. And Willian then crosses it to Mitrovic, who then scores a really, really good header and makes it 2-1 for Fulham. And then Willian tries a long shot, but it is easily saved by the keeper. And then scrappy goal from Crystal Palace, which makes it 2-2. And that game ended 2-2. And then we had Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Now a pen was awarded for Aston Villa, and Watkins puts it wide. And then Douglas Luiz then crosses it to Ramsey, who then uses the inside of his left foot to make it 1-0. And then Ramsey tries a shot outside the box, but it is very well saved by the keeper. And then Salah cuts inside and shoots straight at the keeper though. And then Yakpo tries to make it 1-1. He does, but it is actually denied by VAR. And then Salah outside the boot cross to Firmino, who then scores probably his last goal for Liverpool. And the game ended 1-1 between the two. Now Wolves versus Everton. Now it will be placed to Calvert-Lewin, who then heads it over the net. An amazing run from Adama. He then shoots, and it is saved, but it is parried into the feet of Hwang Hee-chan, who then gets a rebound and makes it 1-0. And then Iwobi tries a shot from distance, but it is saved. And then Iwobi tries again from distance, and it is saved once again. And then Sarabia tries a curler, but it is wide. And Podence to Semedo, who once again, another player who puts it wide. And Gray from distance, he tries a shot, but it is easily saved by the keeper. And Costa tries to shoot it. He's like one-on-one with the keeper, but Pickford runs out and collects the ball very well. And it will be again with a long shot, but he shoots it wide. And then Nunez, he then tries a shot as well himself, but saved by the keeper. And Mina in the last second with a header, I believe off a cross, he scores last second and makes it 1-1 for Everton, and that was a 1-1 draw between those two sides. Now Bournemouth versus Man United, Casemiro scores a bicycle kick like literally a few inches away from the net. Still a bicycle kick, so 1-0 for them. And Solanke then tries a shot and a good stop from David De Gea, and Martial is to curl one, but it goes wide though. And then Casemiro from distance, he tries a shot, but it is saved. And then Smith to Christie, who tries a shot, and it is saved. And then Smith crosses it to Solanke, who then heads it. It almost goes on target, but just slightly over. And then Brooks tries a long shot himself, but it is saved by De Gea. Now Weghorst himself tries a volley, but the keeper easily saves it. And then Moore tries a shot, but it is saved. And McTominay once again tries the shot, and it is saved. And volley from Senesi, which is very, very close. And the game ends 1-0 to Man United. Now Forest versus Arsenal. Now Trossard to Jesus, but the keeper gets there just before Jesus gets to the ball, and then Saka crosses it to Gabriel, who then fires it with his head just over the net. And then Gibbs White plays it to Awani, who is one-on-one with the keeper, and he just chips it over slightly, and he puts it into the net for a 1-0 lead. And then Jesus tries a shot, but it is straight at the keeper. And then Saka to Trossard, who then volleys it, but it actually goes wide, unfortunately. And then Felipe shot in front of the net, but it is saved. And White plays it to Saka, but Saka shoots it at the keeper. And then Gibbs White hits the side netting. I thought he was gonna curl it in like a near post, but he hits the side netting. And then Lodi shot across goal, but it is wide. And then great dribbling from Gibbs White, and he tries the shot himself, and it is straight at the keeper. And Odegaard tries a shot from distance, but saved again. So surprisingly, Forest won 1-0. West Ham versus Leeds. Ayling crosses it into Harrison, who tries a volley, but it is saved. And long throw from Leeds, and Rodrigo volleys it into the net to make a 1-0 lead for Leeds. And Suicek in front of goal, he tries to head it in the net, but the keeper saves it. And Bowen finds Rice back post, then guides it into the net to make a 1-1 score. And then Paqueta tries a shot from distance, but it is saved by the keeper. And cross in from Suicek, who then heads it, but Robles saves it. And then Ings with a beautiful ball to find Bowen, and Bowen makes it 2-1. And then Paqueta cuts it back to Lanzini to make it 3-1 for West Ham. And it ended 3-1 to West Ham. And Brighton versus Southampton. Now Ferguson drives the ball with power into the net, and that makes it 1-0 for Brighton. And Mitoma cuts it to Ferguson, who then puts it away for a 2-0 lead. And then Ward-Prowse crosses it to Elyounoussi, who then heads it in for a 2-1 score. And then Walcott one-on-one, he puts it away into the net, but it is offside though. and then Gross left-footed shot from distance, and he finds the bottom right corner, and that makes it 3-1 for Brighton, and that game ended 3-1 for Brighton. Now Man City versus Chelsea. Now Palmer finds Alvarez, who then shoots bottom left, and he makes it 1-0 for Manchester City. And then Phillips to Foden with a very good pass, and Foden tries to chip the keeper but just wide slightly, and then Havertz to Sterling, who then shoots but a great save from the keeper, and Lewis Hall crosses it to Gallagher but a very good save from the keeper, and Lewis Hall shoots but straight at the keeper's hands, and Chalobah hits the post off a header, and Mahrez crosses it to Phillips, who then heads it. It would have been his first goal for Manchester City, but he hits the post. And Lewis Hall with another shot, but it is saved. And then Havertz tries a shot, but a easy save for Ortega, and that game ends 1-0 for Manchester City. Newcastle versus Leicester, and Trippier crosses it to Wilson, who then heads it straight at the keeper, and Almiron cuts inside and he takes the shot, but it goes over. And Anderson tries a long shot, but it is straight at the keeper's hands, and Wilson heads it in front of the net, but it hits the post. And Almiron tries to volley himself, but it hits the post as well. And then Isak hits a volley, but it goes straight into row Z. And corner whipped in from Trippier, and the Wilson, he tries a header, but it is into the keeper's hands. And Isak tries to shot himself, but straight at the keeper's hands. And Trippier whips in a corner, but then Fayez, he hits it slightly, and then it hits the post. I thought it was gonna curl in or something. And then Trippier to Longstaff, then shoots it, but it is saved. And Madison crosses it to Castagna, who then volleys it, but Pope is able to save it. So that game ended 0-0 between the two. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.